Hey guys, welcome back to our channel.
I'm Luca, aka Spice.
And I'm Cooper, aka Sugar.
And we're the Coil Twins, aka Sugar
and Spice.
It's the Coil Twins show. Hey!
So right now we look like twin brothers.
Oh my god, I'm done.
But by the end of this video, we're gonna be looking like twin sisters.
Can these glasses work? I can't. But if it wasn't obvious, we are giving you Bratz Boy Fantasy. I'm giving you 2001 Eaton Bratz doll. Insert here, we were filming some TikToks. Because, you know, we're always giving Bratz girls, should I say.
Girls, not girls.
So we decided to give a Bratz Boy Fantasy as well. Because basically our drag is like Bratz cosplay.
We're literally just like walking, talking, life-size Bratz dolls.
The amount of times we say that, I mean, someone, just do a drinking game because you will be obliterated in like 2 seconds.
Well, I think we should hop right into this video. If you're new here, definitely subscribe. Check out all of our social medias.
Check us out on TikTok because you know us tick-tick-tocking on the clock. Oh my god, these glasses.
I can't. Okay, should we do a little snapperoo?
Yes, we are going to snap and insert us looking like eggs.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Insert hard-boiled eggs here.
I honestly live for doing these voiceover tutorials, if you will, and not talking through it as we do it, because I feel like no one even watches tutorials anymore.
Yeah, and we kind of get to live out our podcast fantasy as this plays. Like, we're just doing our makeup as we're rambling. I kind of live for that fantasy. I mean, y'all are not ready for when we eventually do a podcast one day. We already had the name picked out. Y'all are going to gag. It's so much fun, and it's so much more our fantasy, because you don't have to look presentable at all. You just get to talk to a mic, and then, like, that's the content.
Yeah, you don't have to get ready.
I mean, speaking of not having to get ready, this whole corona mess and Miss Rona's out here on the streets running rampant, doing her trickery and foolery.
Not Miss Rona.
Well, everyone's like, oh my god, I hope you're staying safe. You're in New York. And I'm like, sweetie, what made you think I left the house to begin with? I mean, let's start there. I wasn't leaving the house anyway, so not much has changed. I mean, if anything, I feel like we're kind of thriving in this.
Yeah, the bedroom queens in us are truly, like, our superpowers are raising every day.
I mean, all these girls, the dolls, have to all resort to doing their Instagram live shows and doing their Zoom performances.
Which I love.
Which I live for, and I stand up and watching and living for every second of it. But I'm like, oh, this doesn't affect us. It's not like we were performing to the crowds and the masses anyway. Like, we're just in our room TikToking away on the clock. So I'm like, don't mind us. Continue doing what we're doing.
I know all the drag queens that are like actual working girls. They're like, oh my god, I'm getting ready just to take it off in my living room.
And I'm like, sweetie, that's literally my whole brand. It gets ready to film some TikToks, get some video, get some content, get my pictures, and then
no one has really seen us in drag in person. Granted, our one time we did go out into New York City, which was so fun, but that was months ago at this point. And our one friend Carla, whenever she's home from school, she'll help us film. But no one really gets to experience the full Sugar and Spice moment.
I know.
I mean,
yeah. I kind of live for it being a rare occurrence, a rare moment, and like, you know, we're gonna give you everything.
Well, the other day we were filming, and we used to film like when no one would be home. We're like, okay, everyone's gone out of the house, we can film, because honestly, it's just uncomfortable and weird to be filming, like walking around as Sugar and Spice in heels, bending over, and then my grandma, she's like, oh, hi. It's like, no, that's not what I need in my life.
not the fantasy.
But now it's like everyone's stuck in the house, and we had to film our videos, so we don't care anymore.
Oh my god, the other day we literally like walked downstairs and our whole family was in the den, and we're in like full hooker high drag, and we're like trying to take these pictures, because that's the thing, whenever we get drag, we have to be in full drag, taking pictures and getting the lighting setups and the camera.
That's
and all
the hard part.
So we're bending over and we're like, Kim, you're doing amazing, sweetie, as our whole family's watching, giving them a show. I'm like, this is a mess. We do not belong here.
I'm like, don't look at me. We're trying to do the self timer. Guys, that's the thing about us. It's like, it's so easy just like walk into a club and just like do your number and bam, you're done. But me, like when you're in 6-inch heels, the last thing you want to do is set up a light, set up a ring light and walk around and like hit the self timer on the camera. Like, no, it's not fun. Okay.
We're like the whole production squad in the background. Like, we have to take a picture one day of what I look like in full drag, high whore drag, taking a picture of you in
high whore drag, sweetie. We are just the teen fashion dolls, like Ashley Tisdale from the mall. We're not giving glamazon.
Yeah, I feel like by now people aren't expecting a glamazon, like old school drag from us. Like, they know you're getting a mall drag straight from the Melrose, walking down the street in 2001, just like that girl from Claire's. Like, that's us.
But that's what makes drag so fun. Like, we're not trying to look like, if everyone looked the same and did the same like perfect womanly fishy corseted Marcel wave thing, then it would be boring, right?
So eventually we will do a tutorial, but for now, just like watch and attempt to learn. I mean, honestly, it's the same thing as watching a clown tutorial, let's be real.
I definitely want to do a tutorial and give y'all everything you want, but the thing is, I even look back at our videos from over the summer when we first started doing it, and if people wanted tutorials from us then, and bitch, we had literally just started. I really want to master it, so when we do our tutorial, it is like a moment, everyone's been waiting for it, and we've learned all the tricks of the trade, so we can really help you, because I don't want to give you tips and then it's just like, oh girl, wait, I do not even agree with that.
But that's me in every aspect of my life. I look back at a picture of me, like, as a boy, and I'm like, from 2 days ago, and I'm like, what was I thinking? And then it's even worse with drag, because, like, that's my art, so I, like, nitpick every single little thing, and the perfectionism and the OCD jumps out, and I'm like, oh my god, this could have been fixed, this could have been fixed. But then it's always, like, a couple months later when I actually appreciate it, and I'm like, oh, you know what, it wasn't that bad. Like,
For what she was cute.
exactly, because we're the people that, like, we nitpick so bad. Like, I could love a look so much, and then, like, the next day, like, I'll look for the tiniest little detail. And I'll be like, oh, you know what? The right lip, it was a little uneven. Like, the look's canceled. So there's always those girls, those queens, and they're like, you know, I only take, like, 1 hour to do my makeup. And I'm like, how is that happening? Like, what? Like, I'm jealous. Like, it takes
Because
me so
we're
long.
over here and it still takes us a long time. Like, I wish I could be like, oh, like, we've gotten a lot faster. And for me, it's like, I look at it as an art project on my face. So if I have 7 hours to kill to do my makeup, I'll take my time and do it.
You know, it's kind of tragic, but, like, those girls that are like, I take 1 hour, you're like, what? But then you get up close, and that's when you really know. And you're
What
like,
are you, inspecting the makeup with
oh.
a microphone? Or what are those called? A glass or a inspecting thing? Whatever.
I don't even know, but you get up close and you're like, oh, we can tell. That's why it only took an hour, you know, because these girls are just slobbing something on the face and calling it a night, walking to the dark nightclub, and I'm like, okay, it works for them, but us, like, we do one look, and we do every single little video with it, every single little picture, all this stuff, and I have to look back at it, so I'm like, if I had the time to kill, I will kill that time, and I will beat that face.
Well, the sad thing is, we were spending so much time in the beginning, and we still looked kind of tragic. So, and you know,
had no excuse.
Had no excuse. Maybe we shouldn't be bragging that it takes us so. Well, it's not a brag, but maybe we should tell people, oh yeah, our early looks. It took like an hour. That's why we look like that.
Took 5 minutes. That's why it was a bloody, dodgy mess. Yes.
The thing about us, we will come up with a fully realized look in a matter of 2 seconds. Like, we'll be inspired by a dress we saw at the thrift store, and then, like, hair we have, and then it's done.
Or a certain doll, and, like, it's over. And it's so fun, because we like to do coordinating looks, whether we're opposite, or, like, we're, like, matching in some way, or, like, similar, but different. Like, you know, us, just, like, the Sugar and Spice brand of it all. And I will come up with a look in, like, 2 seconds. I'll think of something in my mind, will go, and it'll boom, 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 and I'm like, oh, that's the look. And we literally have, like, 8 looks planned, like, ready to go, like, the outfit's ready to go. We're the thrift store queens. We don't have custom outfits, we customize. That's what I like to say, you know? Like, we're not getting
We're not
designers.
custom. We custom. I don't know. We customized it.
I just said that, sweetie. It's just what it is. Like, it's just so fun. I love taking an already existing dress and then cutting it and then, like, cinching it and, like, adding stuff and, like,
Lord
making it
knows
all
we
full.
don't sew. I mean, we definitely hot glue and
We wrap
work
things
it.
around our body, you know.
Yeah.
But, like, we don't need to sew because we basically wear no clothes. I mean, that is us. We are those promiscuous Bratz dolls that your parents don't want to let you play
Right.
with. Like, that's just not our brand if we're fully covered from head to toe. Like, that's just not going to work with my fantasy.
And I think that's why we only do like one look a week, because the body has to be right when we do these looks, because I'm over here wearing these low-rise pants, these little crop tops.
Hot cause the body don't stop. I'm in a crop top like I'm working at Hooters. We've been keeping it PG, but I want to get a little frisky.
Okay,
Come
we're
Give me
done.
some of that yum like a lollipop. Let
Nope.
me set you free. Copyright.
It's a full body moment, and you know we would probably turn out a lot more looks if we were just like doing half body face looks.
Yeah, you're right, but you know, it's more fun this way. And honestly, like for these looks, we were kind of going for like a pink and blue and night out, girls' night out, brats moment. You know, like the brats are gonna hit up the clubs, coffee shops, and cafes. You know,
I loved
and
the-
your dad.
Oh, okay. I love the back of the Bratz boxes because they always had the most corny lines, but we were always reciting them.
They're like with their red hot fashion funk and scorching hot style. The brats are here to tear the night up. And I'm like,
Oh,
yes.
you had that memorized, don't you?
Oh, yes.
I think the reason we love drag so much is because we get to be a fully realized character as Sugar and Spice.
Like, we fully think of Sugar and Spice as different people, basically.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Like, they're not me. Like, they are.
they're our
such-
favorite doll. Like when we were younger, we would go through phases of like our favorite doll. We bring her everywhere. We would dress her up. And
They're like the doll that I would enter in a competition back in the day when we used to do the Bratz Next Top Models. Spice is my muse, and I get to dress her up, and like every theme or like challenge we do for our looks and stuff, I think of that as them. if that makes sense. I'm like, oh, like what is Spice gonna look like as a night out, or like what is this collection gonna be? Like I think of all of our looks
Right.
as like doll collections or lines. Like it's corny, but that's why I love it so much, and that's how we get so into it. I feel like.
Let us know if you want to see a video where we actually film us doing our makeup, where we do like natural girl glam and kind of catfish, because we've been doing that on TikTok recently. And I do learn a lot by doing different makeup styles.
You know,
and
it's not
techniques.
as fun. We definitely always go back to our cartoony Bratz look because that's just signature us. But you know, it is fun to change it up, and like there's just so much looks in my head. I'm just so happy we started doing drag because I feel like the opportunities are endless now because the lines are so blurred when it comes to gender and stuff that I can do whatever type of face I want. I always loved makeup, but I never thought of myself as a makeup artist. But now I started doing drag. I'm like, bitch, I'm a makeup artist. Let me do my mom's makeup, my friend's makeup. Let me do everyone's makeup. Suddenly, we're the full stylist.
Well, it's back when we would do photo shoots of other models and stuff. We would have to bring in the makeup artist, and we would, of course, tell them the makeup look we wanted and the whole directive. But now I'm like, ooh, like the other day, we were taking pictures of our best friend Carla, and we did her own makeup. It was so fun.
I think a lot of people think of drag as a nightlife thing or like a nightclub thing, but for us, that's just not organic for our life at the moment. You know, we're living on Long Island and we do go into the city every once in a while, especially pre-corona, but like that's why I like showing people that you can do whatever you want from your house and use your resources. We were filming stuff online, so we're like, okay, but how about we just do drag content online because that's what we love doing and it just makes more sense.
We always said we were going to start drag and doing our makeup and practicing once we moved to LA. We're like, oh, we're going to do it once we get there. Well, that didn't happen for us because you boys didn't have the coins then, and we still don't have the coins to move out. So we're like, okay, we're not going to let that hold us back. We aren't going to let that stop us from doing our true passion. Almost a year later, we're doing drag in our childhood bedroom, but, you know, we definitely have made a lot of progress.
But you know, with us now, we're on TikTok and we have almost 1 million followers a year later.
Which is
almost
wild.
Barely a year after. I mean, it hasn't even been a year that we've been doing drag. This summer will be, and it's just crazy. It's like, oh my god, the manifesting and the power that has. Like, it's just so real. And Sugar and Spice, we're just starting, so watch out.
I think it's just a testament that you shouldn't let anything hold you back, no matter what it is in life. Even just like, I remember when we wanted to start a YouTube channel and you think, oh no, I'm not pretty enough. Oh, my skin isn't good enough. Oh, I don't have the right camera equipment. Oh, I don't have the right lighting. Oh, da-da-da-da. You can make up all those excuses in the book, but once you actually do it,
It's a whole nother story. And what's that saying? Like 5 years ago, I wish I would have started. No, a year ago, I wish I would have started today. Or
yes, we butchered that.
something like that. But you know what I mean.
Guys, if you're thinking of starting doing something, look at Sugar and Spice and just do it, okay? Stop waiting.
The amount of times we spend fixing each other's hair is honestly a mess. But we always say you gotta check yourself before you wreck yourselves.
Ooh, whoa, ooh, whoa, whoa, ooh, whoa, 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 yeah.
It may be cold out, but Sugar and Spice are heating things up with their scorching hot style and sizzling hot fashions in a night out in 2001.
Yes, we are serving you straight up hot mean girls going out to their winter dance, but of course giving skin, because it's not a Sugar and Spice look unless we're showing skin. I mean, this is very covered up for us.
This is very conservative for us. Honestly, you're giving me very Mandy Moore circa Princess Diaries. Like, you're gonna start singing super cute. Stop hitting on me. It's very that, and like you're gonna like be like really mean and nasty, and like I'm gonna be like that edgy cool girl that's like the protagonist, and like everyone stands.
The protagonist?
Yes.
You're definitely the antagonist. I'm the protagonist, sweetie.
No, it's very Regina George, like, Sugar, she's not pretty. I mean, that sounds bad, but whatever. The Springfield Queen is always pretty. And the sad thing is that it really should be Spice, but people forget about her because she's such a slut.
I hate you. Oh my god. Guys, I'm literally wearing like little chicken cutlet things in this dress because for some reason it was like like I guess you actually have to have boobs to fill this out, and like I do have a pretty big chest, but the fabric was just like slouchy on the bottom, so I'm like, okay, gotta insert these. So I definitely feel like a real teen girl.
It was looking like those things that you got on a cow that you like oink. It was not cute. It was looking really sad.
Girl,
so you
bye.
gotta
I can't.
juice it up. The sad thing, kind of tragic thing about this all is that we're just gonna end up taking this all off after we film some TikToks and get some pictures. I mean, I wish we were going out to the club and performing the house down, but when that day happens, y'all will be the first to know. Don't worry, we will be promoting Sugar and Spice's first performance everywhere. But until now,
we're the queens of suburbia, stuck in our childhood bedroom. I mean, luckily we have been able to, you know, make a living by like doing TikToks and social media, so we've been able to
Tick
stay
tick tock on the clock. We're the twins coming for the top. All the other girls, we just let them flop. Cause just like Miley said, we can't stop. We are rappers.
So thank you guys for supporting and being with us on this journey. It's about to get pretty wild.
It's about to get real spicy and real sweet, let me tell you.
Yes. So make sure you're subscribed, follow us on all social medias, and we'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye.
That's a wrap. We gotta do it together, sweetie.
1, 2, 3.